ይመለከታል ምንም እንኳን በኦሮሚያ ክልል በፍጻሜው ጨዋታ ተሸንፈው ውጤት ቢያጣም ኳስ የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን እድል አግኝቶ ነበር ነገር ግን የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ግብ ጠባቂ አብዱልካድር መሐመድ ኳሱን በቀላሉ ይዞታል ኳሱን ግብ ጠባቂው ለማስጀመር ጥረት እያደረገ ነው የሚገኘው በረጅሙ የሚያሻማ ይመስላል እሱ ያሻማው ኳስ የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን አምበሉ ረመዳን አሎ ኳሱን በቀላሉ ተከላክሎታል ሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን በመልሶ ማጥቃት በ21 ቁጥሩ ጥረት ለማድረግ እያደረገ ነው እንድሪስ ቢላል ነገር ግን ሊደርስባት አልቻለም ኳሷ ወጣለች ፈጣን የሚባል እንቅስቃሴ ነው በኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን እንዲሁም በሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን በኩል እየተመለከተን የምንገኘው ክቡራን ተመልካቾቻችን ከዋልታ ሚዲያና ኮሙኒኬሽን ኮርፖሬት በቀጥታ ወደ እናንተ የደረሰላችሁ የሚገኘው የሴካፋ ከ17 ዓመት በታች ውድድርን የተከታተላችሁ ነው የምትገኙት የኢትዮጵያ ከ17 ዓመት በታች ብሔራዊ ቡድን የሶማሊያ አቻውን እየገጠመ ነው የሚገኘው ጥሩ እንቅስቃሴ በአማካኝ ስፍራ ኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን በመልሶ ማጥቃት ግሩም ጎል ማግኘት የሚችልበትን አጋጣሚ መፍጠር ችሏል በ17 ቁጥሩ አቤኔዘር ኩሳ ነገር ግን ሊደርስባት አልቻለም የማዕዘን ምት ለኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን የመጀመሪያው የማዕዘን ምት ኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ማሳካት ችሏል አቤኔዘር ኩሳ በመስመር ላይ የሚያደርጋቸው ድንቅ እንቅስቃሴዎች ዛሬ ለኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ውጤት ያስገኛሉ ተብሎ ነው የሚጠበቀው ተጫዋቹ ከዚህ ቀደምም በኢትዮጵያ ንግድ ባንክ ስኬታማ ጊዜ ማሳለፉና ኢትዮጵያ ንግድ ባንክ የዋንጫ ባለቤት ማድረጉን ተከትሎ ዛሬም የተሻለ እንቅስቃሴ ተጫዋቹ ያስመለክታል ተብሎ ነው የሚጠበቀው 12 ቁጥሩ ክሪቤል ዳንጊሶ ኳሱን ሊያሻማ በዝግጅት ላይ ይገኛል ክሪቤል ዳንጊሶ ኳሱን በረጅሙ አሻማ ነገር ግን የዕለቱ ዳኛ በተጫዋቾች መካከል አለመግባባት መፈጠሩን ተከትሎ የማዕዘን ምቱ በድጋሚ እንዲመታ አድርገውታል ኢትዮጵያና ሶማሊያ ከሁለት ዓመታት ተኩል በኋላ ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ የሚያደርጉት የእርስ በርስ ግንኙነታቸው ነው አቤኔዘር አሻማ እሱ ያሻማው ኳስ ኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ሶማሊያ በመቀናጀት የመከላከል መንፈስ ኳሱን አውጥቶታል የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ግብ ጠባቂ አማኑኤል ኢቲሶ ኳሱን በቀላሉ ይዞታል አማኑኤል ኢቲሶ ኳሱን በረጅሙ አሻማ ነገር ግን 21 ቁጥሩ እንድሪስ ቢላል ግሩም ኳስ 22 ቁጥሩ አብዱራሲዝ አብዲ ነገር ግን አቤኔዘር ጥሩ የመከላከል አቅምን አሳይቶ ኳሷን በቁጥጥር ስር አውሏታል በአማካኝ ስፍራ 6 ቁጥሩ ሰይድ አብዲ ነገር ግን ኢትዮጵያ ኳሱን ተቀብሎታል እንደገና 17 ቁጥሩ አቤኔዘር ኩሳ ወደ ማል ያሻገረውን ኳስ ግሩም ኳስ ነው ኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን እየተጫወተ የሚገኘው ረመዳን አሎ ኳስ ወደ ግብ ጠባቂ አማኑኤል ኢቲሶ መልሶታል የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ጎል ለማስቆጠር ከሚያሳየው ጉጉት በተሻለ ኳስን ተረጋግቶ ለመጫወት ጥረት እያደረገ ነው የሚገኘው
እንግዲህ ጨዋታው ከተጀመረ ወደ 7 ደቂቃ ሆኖታል እስካሁን ባለው እንቅስቃሴ ከተመለከትን ሁለቱም ቡድኖች ወደ ፊት የሶማሊያ 22 ቁጥሩ ጥሩ ሙከራን ነበር ያደረገው ነገር ግን የኢትዮጵያው ተከላካይ 4 ቁጥሩ ረመዳን አሊ ላይ ጥፋት መስራቱን ተከትሎ የዕለቱ የጨዋታ ዳኛ የቅጣት ምት ለኢትዮጵያ ሰጥቷል ምናልባት ግጭቱ ከበድ ያለ ሊሆን የሚችልበት እድል ያለ ይመስለኛል ምክንያቱም ከጉልበት አካባቢ ይመስለኛል የመታውና ይህንን ተከትሎ የሕክምና እርዳታ እንዲሰጡ የዕለቱ ዳኛ የሕክምና ባለሙያዎችን ወደ ሜዳ ጠርተዋል እስካሁን የነበረውን የጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ ስንመለከት ያን ያህል ምንም የትኛው ቡድን ብሎ ለመገመትም አስቸጋሪ ነው ምክንያቱም ሁለቱም ቡድኖች ኳስ ለመያዝ ጥረት እያደረጉ ይገኛሉ ብዙ ጊዜ አንድ ጨዋታ ላይ እስከ 15 ደቂቃ እስከ መጀመሪያው እስከ 15 ደቂቃ ያሉ ደቂቃዎች ወሳኝ ናቸው ተብሎ ይታሰባል አንድ ቡድን ቅርጹን ይዞ በትክክል ሊከተላቸው የሚያስባቸውን የጨዋታ ሂደቶች ለመተግበር የግድ ደቂቃዎችን መጠበቅ ያስፈልጋል ነው እስካሁን ባለው ሂደት ግን ከተመለከትን በተለይ በመከላከሉ ረገድ ላይ በኢትዮጵያ በኩል ይሄ 24 ቁጥር ለብሶ 21 ቁጥር ለብሶ እየተመለከተን የምንገኘው ዮርዳኖስ ሎንቃ የኋላውን የመስመር ተከላካይ ክፍል በማደራጀት ረገድ የተረጋጋ ነገር እንዳለው እየተመለከተን እንገኛለን ከዛ ውጪ አማካይ ስፍራ ላይም ጭምር እየተጫወቱ የሚገኙት ሱኢድ ዲታሞ እንዲሁም ሌሎቹ 11 ቁጥር ብሩክ ኃይለ ማርያምን ብንመለከት የተሻለ ነገር ለማሳየት የሆነ ወኔ እንዳላቸው ያስታውቃል በተለይ ኳስ ወደ ኋላ እየሄዱ ይቀበላሉ በማደራጀት ረገድም የተሻለ ነገር በኢትዮጵያ ከ17 ዓመት በታች ቡድን በኩል እየተመለከተን እንገኛለን ሁለቱ ቡድኖች በሰውነት ረገድም ብንመለከት ተመጣጣኝ ነገር ያላቸው ነው የሚመስለውና ወደ ጨዋታው አጋማሽ አካባቢ የተለየ ነገር ምን ሊሆን ይችላል የሚለውን እስቲ ለማየት እንሞክራለን። የሶማሊያ ቡድን ግን አንዳንድ ተጫዋቾች በተለይ በዚህ በግል ክህሎት ረገድ የተሻለ አቅም እንዳላቸው እየተመለከትን እንገኛለን። የጨዋታው የእስካሁኑ ሂደት ይሄንን ነው የሚመስለውና እስቲ ወደ ፊት ወደ ደቂቃዎች እየገፉ በመጡበት ሰዓት ላይ ትክክለኛ ቁመናቸውን ትክክለኛ አቋማቸውን ደግሞ የተለየ መልኩ ማወቅ የምንችል ይመስለኛል።
መልካም ሀብትሽ፣ እንግዲህ የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን በዚህ ጨዋታ ላይ 5 የመከላከል ባህሪ ያላቸው ተጫዋቾችን ወደ ሜዳ ይዞ መግባት የቻለው። እንደምንመለከተው በመከላከል ረገድ ወደ 5 የሚጠጉ ተጫዋቾች የመከላከል ሚዛኑን ለመጠበቅ ወደ ሜዳ ገብተዋል። በማጥቃቱ ረገድ ግን ወደ 4 የሚጠጉ የአጥቂ ባህሪ ያላቸው ተጫዋቾችን ወደ ሜዳ ማስገባት የቻለው። ነገር ግን ከጨዋታው ውጪ ተብሏል። የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን በመልሶ ማጥቃት ግሩም ኳስ ማግኘት ችሎ ነበረ። ነገር ግን ከአቋቋም ውጪ መሆኑን ተከትሎ በመልስ ምት የሚጀምር ነው የሚሆነው። የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ግብ ጠባቂ አብዱልከድር መሐመድ
አየር ንብረቱ ከቅድሙ አሁን ቀዝቀዝ ያለ ይመስላል። ደመናማ አየር ንብረትን ነው እየተመለከትን የምንገኘው። ዝናብ ሊዘንብ የሚችልበት እድል ያለ ነው የሚመስለው። ለሚጫወቱ ተጫዋቾች በነገራችን ላይ በጣም የሚመረጥ አይነት የአየር ንብረት እንደሆነ ማንሳት እንችላለን። የሶማሊያ ተጫዋቾች ከሞቃታማ የአየር ንብረት መምጣታቸውን ተከትሎ ምናልባት ሊከብዳቸው የሚችል ካልሆነ በስተቀር ለኢትዮጵያውያን ተጫዋቾች በእኔ እምነት በጣም የሚመች ይሄ ሮጠ ማጠግብበት አይነት ብዙ ደቂቃዎችን በሚገባ መጫወት የሚያስችላቸው አይነት የአየር ንብረትን ነው እየተመለከትን የምንገኘው። የጨዋታው ሂደት እንግዲህ እንደቀጠለ ይገኛል።
ስኬታማ የሚባል ውጤት የሚመዘግብበት ጨዋታ ይሆናል ተብሎ ነው የሚጠበቀው። ሻማር ነቫዳ ዛሬ በአራተኛ ዳኝነት እያገለገለች ነው የምትገኘው። የዩጋንዳ ዜግነት ያላት አራተኛ ዳኛ ዛሬ በመስመር ላይ ከምታገለግለዋ ከሌላኛዋ ዳኛዋ በዘለለ በአራተኛ ዳኝነት በምታገለግለዋ ሴት ስለመሆኗ ይፋ ተደርጓል ማለት ነው። የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ኳስ ተቋጥሮ ለመጫወት ጥረት እያደረገ ነው የሚገኘው። አቤነዘር የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን የማጥቃት አቅሙም ጥሩ ነው። በጣም በጥሩ የሚባል የማጥቃት አቅምን ተከትሎ ነው የተጫወተው የሚገኘው። የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ግን ኳስን አረጋግቶ ለመጫወት ጥረት እያደረገ ነው የሚገኘው። በዚህ መሰረት እንግዲህ በአማካኝ ስፍራው ላይ ጫና እንዳይደረግበትም ተጫዋቾች ከለላ እየሰጡ ነው የሚገኙት። ግሩም ኳስ ስህተት ተሰርቷል። የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ስህተት ተሰርቷል። የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን የተሻለ ድል ማግኘት የሚችልበት ጥሩ አጋጣሚ 9 ቁጥሩም ኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ግሩም የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን የመጀመሪያውን ጎል አስቆጠረም። የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን የመጀመሪያውን ጎል አስቆጠረም።
ኢድሪስ ቢላል እጅግ በጣም አስገራሚ ጎል ነው ያስቆጠረው። ይሄ ከአማካይ ስፍራ ላይ የተነሳ ስህተትን በመጠቀም ነው የሶማሌ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ተጫዋቾች ግብ ያስቆጠሩት። የተከላካይ ክፍሉ መረጋጋትን አልተመለከትንም። ኳስ በአግባቡ ይህንን ኳስ ማውጣት ይቻላል። ነገር ግን ከአማካይ ክፍል ላይ በተሰራ ስህተት አማካኝነት የተገኘችውን ኳስ የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ከ17 ዓመት በታች ብሔራዊ ቡድን ተጫዋች ኢድሪስ ቢላል የመጀመሪያውን ግብ ለሶማሊያ አስቆጥሯል። የኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን ተጫዋቾች ቶሎ ግብ ለማስቆጠር ጨዋታውን ለመጀመር ጥረት እያደረጉ ይገኛሉ። ምክንያቱም ቆጭቷቸዋል። ልክ ባልሆነ መንገድ የተገኘ ግብ ነው፣ ስህተት ፈጥረዋል። ያንን ስህተት ደግሞ በሚገባ የተቀጡበትን ሂደትን የተመለከትነው። በተለይ የዚህ 9 ቁጥሩ አብዱራህማን ዳሂር የዚህ የሶማሊያ ተጫዋች ግቧ ስትቆጠር የነበረውን ሚና ተከላካዮችን ያሸበረበትን መንገድ ከተመለከትን እጅግ በጣም ድንቅ እንቅስቃሴ ነበር ያሳየውና
look intended to play attacking football in the opening. Look intended to play attacking football in the opening couple of moments of this counter. Round one, you're always settling down. Maybe round one, you're always settling down. Maybe up to round number 5 before you really put your foot on the accelerator and show your intent. Unless you're St. George, of course. And St. George just go straight at it, as they did with their opening. Victory by 7 goals to 1. Victory by 7 goals to 1. That's a challenge by Thomas. That's a challenge by Thomas. A little more trouble than just might be a little more trouble than just on his knees in front of the diminutive referee. He does have card in hand. It is yellow. First booking of the encounter. First booking of the encounter. Man on the park. from perhaps the shortest man on the park to one of the tallest. Yeah, man and ball at the same time. Thomas Simoretu. Just the 13th minute, 14. In the book, in just the 13th minute, 14 minutes. Make it. Pressure on the goal of Mechal Sports Club again. This time as well. Variation to the team this time as well. The drive across the area. Nearly an own goal from the man who just picked up a yellow card. Fortunately, the goalkeeper was in the right place at the right time. Tekla Mariam. Going to be a free kick. For Mechal Sports Club, but that was a very, very anxious moment indeed. Was there a call for offside? No, certainly not. There must have been a foul, yes, absolutely. Foul on the keeper, although it did look as if the attacking player had kicked the ball. Referee wasn't too much in the appreciation of that situation. What a moment that could have been for Hadiya. Challenge, Thomas. Another free kick for Hadiya. Fitzu moving across to the right hand side. He was over on the left inside channel a little while ago on support of Berakat. Both sides continue to play entertaining football. Headed away by Mentesinot. Forward by Kinnian. Ball doesn't reach Fitzu. By two now with Kinnian. Once again, been closed down quite rapidly though, and this is good foraging from Hadiya. They've shown right from the start of the match that they're not prepared to give up possession too easily. And if they do, then they'll fight for it. Oh, that's just a little bit over the top. Fitsum having his legs clipped and Girva will pick up a yellow card. First player in the Hadiya camp to see that, and well, no direction change on the ball, and the referee quite right in issuing the yellow card, and both yellow cards have been fairly orchestrated today. There's a lot to like about the BetKing Ethiopian Premier League, the organisation, the style of play, the officiating, behind the scenes organisation as well, television coverage. Really showing the league that needs to be taken serious. See on the African continent. Header from Thomas over the top. Well, he picked up a yellow card for foul play. He nearly scored an own goal, and now he gets on the end of a cross. On another day. Might have forced to save out of Pepe. Clearing header from Mentesinot. One of the three plays in the starting lineup that have been retained by coach Tekalin. David to the left side at fullback is another one of them. And so for that matter is Tashomi in the number 16 jersey. Otherwise, it's all new players for Mechal Sports Club who are approaching the 2022 season, 22-23 season, very seriously indeed. They'll hope to be contenders by the end of it, along with the teams from last season. Fasil City Sadama Sugar and company, but they want to add their names to those teams that are going to challenge St. George. Hadiya will have a corner, the first of the match. Hadiya nowhere near the success rate that Mechal Sports Club have enjoyed in the Ethiopian leagues, whether it be the Premier League or the lower leagues. They're showing today that they are a competitive side. Looking towards the edge of the penalty area, knocked away from the danger zone by Behailu. Oh, that's a bit ambitious. Well wide anyway. Doesn't test anywhere near the capabilities of goalkeeper Hadiya. These opportunist efforts sometimes do work. 20 minutes into the first half. No score. In Bahiyata. 22 goals scored so far this weekend. It's an impressive scoring rate. Easy piece of defending to be done by Ahmed. Way by Tekle Mariam. Oh, that's a lovely little ball. That's a lovely little ball. On the right hand side, unfortunately, the cross is as good as the initial passes. Nilu continues to be a threat. For the home side. Nice first touch from Fitsum. And again, cross from the planks by Mechal Sports Club. To the same quality as the initial ball. Good solid play here. By Hadiya. Numbers arriving in the penalty area. There's always that bit of width involved as well. From Yasu. And they'll have a corner here, I think. Well, the visitors. Berakat coming to play in amongst the defenders. Such was the threat from the visiting side. Keeper comes out, misses completely. Opportunity for Hadiya. That is a worrying moment for the home side's coach. Came out, parried at the ball, but I'm not sure whether he struck at the ball too early. He didn't get any contact with it. Did Tekle Mariam? Danger averted by Mechal Sports Club, but only just. And Hadiya, the better quality of the threat at the moment. Chatter continues from on the pitch and off the pitch as well. Put away by Fitsum, who's back on the inside left channel. Fitsum again, getting himself into good position. A little bit sleepy on the ball though. Berakat will win it back. For Mechal Sports. Berakat. Berakat's turned his defender. Needs a good ball in the area. Not for the first time. Final delivery is really quite poor. Hadiya keeping as much as they're getting at the moment from Mechal Sport. And here's another good opportunity, although foul play will bring it to a stop. And the referee allows the free kick to be taken quickly. Fitsum. This is Berakat. Man and ball at the same time as Freezer comes from his central defensive position to cover. Fitsum. the major problem for the moment for Mechal Sports is the quality of the ball that's being played into the Hadiya penalty area. Better Cut will have an opportunity to change that. Should I say the lack of quality? That looks like a slightly better ball, or is it? Slight mistake in defense. Pick up from Teshobe. Opportunity for Mechal Sports to get box entries. They haven't had too many of those in the last little while, and that's because in the final third they've been a little lacking. Not so for Hadiya. Good player by Biranu. Nicely cut out as well by Thomas. Keeper sweeper. Gets his head to it, only just in front of Minilu. Mechal Sports fans sensing an opportunity here for their side. 25 minutes having elapsed. Ball to Minilu. Was it a foul? The referee takes a little while to have a look at things, and then the offside flags up against the defence force team anyway. Well, that was the initial challenge. I thought the ball had changed direction anyway, and then Mechal Sports offside. It's proving quite influential. Is Minilu. One goalkeeper to the other. Clearance from Biranu, throw in from David. Desinot. David, a little bit more patience being shown by Mechal. Better Cut leaves the ball behind. Easy stuff for Hadiya to defend. But they win it back nicely. Referee with a smile on his face, but a little bit of a thumbs up to the players on the touchline and the fourth official as well. They're all in contact with each other. Could have been quite painful. It slipped off the pitch and got onto the tartan track that surrounds this wonderful Bayadar University International Stadium. Referee just having a chat to a couple of players that are maybe protesting that last bit of action, including Girma, who picked up a yellow card earlier. The referee's given this one as a free kick, actually, not to throw in. Frieza. Away by Mentisinot. Hadiya continuing to play a free-flowing football. Kanian's done nicely. Has the big fella in the midfield again. Touch inside from Berakat. Kanian gets his third touch in the space of a couple of seconds. It's a shocking ball. Play on, says referee Nikusi. Suddenly the first touches have gone awry from both sides. I think it's a matter of the anxiety that's crept into the match just before the half-hour mark. Both sides are showing plenty of intent, and all of a sudden there's a measure of desperation. First touches have gone out the window. A couple of fouls that have been committed that the referee is going to have to be very vigilant about. It's a nice pass from Pitsum. Now there's a real opportunity. It wasn't for the intervention from Pepe, and the ball maybe played too close to the keeper anyway. Better cut there to be watchful for any spillage from the goalkeeper. A little naughty there from David. No damage done, and nobody waiting for the second ball either. The penalty area cleared away by Thomas. But stop-start at the moment. Bush here, a foul there. For a touch Not much in the way of creativity right now. This is the first round of the season, though. Bound to improve as we go along. We obviously a break during the FIFA World Cup finals in Qatar in November, December. And the action will continue. What a spectacle that's likely to be. FIFA World Cup finals is always an event that's going to attract so much attention. And just last Saturday, the world celebrated 50 days to go before the start of the greatest show on earth. They call it. Barakat loses out to Biranu, and then fouls him. That should be a yellow card, surely. It's not Barakat, it's Fitsum who's got himself in trouble. I think it's just going to be a little lecture and a finger point from the official. Was it a challenge really? Was it really a foul? Maybe the players just running into each other and getting their legs tangled up, but it is certainly going to be a free kick to Hadiya. Half an hour played in Bahida. No score yet. Happy in a couple of draws over the weekend so far. Just a couple. Diradawa against Sidama Sugar, who played 2-2. Dicha and Ethiopia Puna played goalless, so there has been one goalless draw of the weekend so far, despite the two draws, one of which was a 2-2 draw, which provided 4 goals, of course, but there have been 22 goals that have been scored, and we can't complain about that. Barakat. As we've seen so many times, man and ball at the same time, and Hadiya Hossana are doing such a brilliant job in disrupting the attacking play in the final third from Mechal Sports. 4-1 nicely back by Fitsum. Fitsum again. Can't thread the eye of the needle. There's a nice little run in there from Minilu. Thomas has been turned. Good opportunity here for Hadiya. Is there support in the penalty area, though? The defense is foraging from David. The referee says play on. Away by Benailu. Ahmed will clear for Mechal Sports. Pepe. Little flick on doesn't quite work. David will knock it inside to Thomas. Wide to Kinian from Pitsum. He's a big unit though, is Kinian. Holds the ball very nicely indeed. This is lovely play now. Suddenly there is a chance. Better cut again, trying to thread the eye of the needle in a crowded penalty area. He's got another chance here. That's the number 7. Flick across the area was an interesting one from Minyilu as well. Suddenly it's Mechal Sport. We're starting to ask the questions, the more telling of the questions. Better cut again. Got himself in a good position on that occasion. Minyilu still no power, although he got the direction. There was an option from the right-hand side as well, because David had gone on a run the left-hand side. Now an opportunity down the other side for Hadiya. You got numbers board. An opportunity. Oh, that's a lovely tickle from Hailu. Suddenly the counter-attack is on down the other side. Pitsum. Oh, that's about a yard too far in front of Minyilu. Like the intent though. Consolidation from Hadiya. Very nearly gave the ball away as well. Biranu was wide awake to the danger of that is happening. And that's again too close to Tekla Mariam. There's some nice ideas coming from both sides. Clearly see it's early season. Just getting the measure of those angled passes towards the edge of the Mechal Sports penalty area. I think Hadiya Hossana are going to cause a threat to a couple of teams in the King Ethiopian Premier League this season. Are causing a threat to Mechal Sport, but Mechal Sport themselves have this wonderful new contingent, 8 of whom are in the starting lineup today. It's a matter of getting that balance sorted out, holding on to position. The runs being picked up by the right players. At the moment we're seeing a little bit of miscommunication. I think it's getting better the longer the game time continues here in Bahir Dar. Nicely cut out once again by Belailu. The threat here will come from Pitsum. Nice turn from him. Lovely positioning as well. From Minyilu, or was it? Most is the referee's assistant on the far side, Lielem Wasihun. Yeah, and he's quite right. The only 2 offsides of the match perpetrated by Mechal Sports. A couple of lovely touches in the midfield from Hadiya. Now suddenly the space wide on the right-hand side. That's when they go to pass. There's space here for an opportunity. Thomas will clear. The danger's not over yet. Berakat makes a telling intrusion into the defense. Pitsum trying to turn his way out of trouble. Takes a knock at the same time. Coach Fasil Tekalin is happy. Yeah, they close down the gap so quickly, do Hadiya. Are they going to be able to continue with that throughout the remainder of the match and into the second half? That's a foul from Minyilu. Henok is the left-sided fullback, the captain of the Hadiya Hossana side as well. Just the third match between these two sides in recent time. Both winning away from home, as I said, in the previous campaign, where they both ended in mid-table. 9th and 10th positions. Bottom half of the table. And that's where these two teams are likely to be if they play through a draw here today. Little buzz around the stadium, waiting for the opening goal of the match to come. That short passing game is really working nicely for Hadiya. Thomas will make the header. Oh, it's a lovely turn in defense from Hadiya. There's space for an opportunity, except for the presence of Min Tesinot. The danger's not over yet. It's a good header by Thomas. In fact, it's not. It's been Tesinot. Stood his ground, uncompromising. Is the captain of Mechal Sports Club. Hadiya Hossana have led all the corners so far in this encounter. 3 of them in total. Flat towards the edge of the penalty. If that had been played slightly in front of the attacking player, there might have been an option on for Hadiya Hossana. Hadiya giving as much as they're getting at the moment from Mechal Sports Club. It's been an entertaining match of cut and thrust so far. Either side has been disappointing. It's another good ball towards the edge of the penalty area. Now there's a really good chance for a shot. Ooh, it's poorly taken. Maybe a little look up before the ball was struck. The opportunity was there. Pick your spot. Concentrate on the shot. It's not the quality that is anticipated. Tsege has got a bit of an injury knock here. 5 minutes remaining until we get to first half stoppage time. Desinant in discussion with the referee, Mr. Lemi Nigusi. Thomas adds a couple of words to the discussion. He's got a bit of a cut on his tongue. As Tsege. Difficult to stop the bleeding if it is. Maybe he'll just continue for the remainder of the first half with a bit of what if bandaging on his tongue, or maybe a bit of toilet paper, tissue paper. Nice to see the fans that have come in to the Bayadar Stadium on the sunny Monday afternoon for football. Ball headed away from in front of Minyidou. And Hadiya have been very careful with the amount of possession that they're giving to Mechal Sports. And there has been possession, as there is now. The shot across the face of goal by Fitsum. Perhaps his best moment. Once again, better cut on the far post, looking to pick up the pieces. Not a bad effort at all. Ball headed away by Ahmed. Good couple of passes here by Hadiya on the edge of the penalty area, but once again it's been Ailu who's to the fore. I think he's been fouled by Iyasu. Yeah, clearly. And his legs slip underneath of him from the Hadiya attacker. So free kick to Mechal Sports. Fabulous the amount of football that is brought to you by your World of Champions Super Sport, and the Bet King Ethiopian Premier League is no exception. Hadiya have worked hard during the first half, and they'll work even harder now to try and preserve this goalless situation, or maybe even improve on it if they can. Certainly preserve it until the break. It's been a good first half for Hadiya. Mechal Sports have had the opportunities, and as I said, I suppose the balance of play, Hadiya seem to just be the better side. Mechal Sports' disappointment for me has been the quality of the balls into the penalty area, the box entries, which maybe will be addressed at half-time. Looked as if there was a handball in the middle of all of that, and a free kick to Mechal Sports Club. Well, the referee is going to take exception to the Hadiya player being too close. These were the instructions. Mr. Fikresus. The referee will have the drop ball again. This time the observation has been perfect. No way through for Ghanaian. It's a good challenge again. At left-sided fullback by Henok. 40 seconds away from first half stoppage time. Bahida. Oh, there's a space in front of goal now. They still can't thread the eye of the needle. Mechal Sports. Pepe with a very good save before half-time. There's a bit of a drive behind the ball, but not enough to sneak inside that left-hand upright. Pepe looks quite comfortable on the ball. One minute of time added on by referee Nigusi to the first half, which has been entertaining. The lack of goals maybe preventing it from being a classic. Both sides showing plenty of intent. Ball away by Berakat. Now there is an opportunity. It's 4 against 4. It's a terrible ball once again between Berakat and Fitsum. Little slider down the line, maybe. Easy for Frieza. Referee playing an advantage here to Hadiya. Just seconds away from the end of the first half. Almost a desperate clearance from Thomas on that occasion. There'll be one final forage from Hadiya that'll be permitted before half-time. Berakat will tidy that one up, and the referee will send us into the break. So entertaining by every stretch of the imagination. Both sides have had opportunity, both sides have shown creativity. I think Hadiya have shown more purpose when they are defending, and they've had more quality with their box entries. The disappointment for Mechal Sport has been the lack of real penetration into the box entries, but that credit must be given to Hadiya as far as their defensive structure is concerned. All in all, it's a pretty even match, and the scoreline will show that as we get to the break here in Bahia. Half-time then, it is Mechal Sports Club and Hadiya Hossana who go into the break level at 0-0.
Do you think that this is political insult?
To create opportunities and with plenty of plays in the penalty area.
There was a video, right?
For Hadiya, came. Hey!
Don't forget to warm up.
This time clearance from Thomas and well positioned by Mechal.
It's bullet.
Real threat.
It's Saturday, Neil. Saturday!
Welcome to your weekend. The legend has returned with a few new faces. Super Saturday. Saturday mornings on Supersport on DSTV. Proudly brought to you by Toyota.
Neil Andrews, I'm doing a show now. It's Saturday. It's Saturday.
NBA basketball is back, baby. Bing bong. Julius Randle.
Got it! Yes, sir! Come on! Yes, sir! Come on! Woo! One way. Kevin Durant. That's LeBron James, folks. It's a Kupo, another team. Hello.
NBA basketball is back, baby.
Watch ESPN on DSTV. Introducing Super Picks Fantasy. Introducing Super Picks Fantasy. Pick your team and compete to win cash prizes every day for free. Go to www.superpicks.com. Superpicks. Play for free, win for real. Play for free, win for real.
Goals in the opening half of this match 8 of round 1 of the Bet. No goals in the opening half of this match 8 of round 1 of the Bet King Ethiopian Premier League between Mechal Sports Club and Hadiya Hossana. You mean to say that there wasn't any constructive action or any opportunity? There certainly was during the course of the opening 45 minutes. A lovely day in Bahia for the game of football. A really one match played earlier today. Ethiopian City winning by 2 goals to 1 over Adama City. But in this one, really good opportunity. Actually started early. It was a really good opportunity that was created for the number 14, Minilu. Wasn't able to take it, and either for that matter was Fitsum as he goes over the top of that really good chance. Foraging away for all that he's worth, and there's the little dummy. The left-footed shot, though, dinked over the crossbar. They weren't the only side to create opportunities, and with plenty of plays in the penalty area. There was a chance for Hadiya, but it came for Hadiya, rather this time clearance from Thomas, and well positioned by Mechal to prevent any real threat. Have a look at this attempted clearance, and just the boot into the tummy of Mechal gave Mechal Sports Club a free kick anyway. Girma picked up a yellow card for that challenge. Play continued, and there was a cross-come shot from the far side, and any spillage would have allowed Berakat to tap the ball into the empty net, but good goalkeeping from Pepe. Mechal Sports continue to try and dominate the midfield and have lone runs up the left and the right-hand side. It was good play from Fitsum, from Berakat. Didn't see much of to show me off the left-hand side. There were opportunities for Hadiya as well. That chance was rather scuffed. And the shot going past the upright of Telemarian's goal. It's a good opportunity, though, if the shot had been struck better. Nothing on target from Biruk, the defensive midfielder. The chance just before half-time again from Fitsum. Another good chance. I thought that was the Shomi who got his foot behind the ball. They were looking for a corner as well, and Berakat again in the right place at the right time. He seems to be doing the right things. Off the left-hand side, there's the number 7, Berakat. And it was another good save from Pepe. Ball lost in defense by Hadiya. They nearly paid the price for it as well. Goalkeeper making it look much easier than what it was eventually. Well, Mechal dominating the goal attempts. They've had 3 on target, absolutely nothing on target from Hadiya in the entire 45 minutes, although they did have many box entries. There's been a yellow card apiece, and 18 fouls over the course of the first half. Possession in favor of Mechal Sports, but no goals to talk about in the first half of this one. So we wait for the substitutions to take place from both Mechal Sports and Hadiya Sports Club. But at half time, it's 0-0 in Bahia Dar.
ክቡራን ተመልካቾቻችን በመቻልና በሃዲያ ሆሳና መካከል የተደረገ የነበረው የመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ ጨዋታ ያለምንም ግብ ተጠናቋል። በመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ በአብዛኛው ፍትጊያ የበዛበት የመሃል ሜዳ ትንቅንቅ ነበር። በሙከራም ደረጃ እምብዛም በሁለቱም ቡድኖች በኩል የተሻሉ ሙከራዎች አልተደረጉም። ኢላማቸውን የጠበቁ ሙከራዎች በሜዳው የመጨረሻ ክፍል ላይ የተደረጉ እንቅስቃሴዎች ደካማ ነበሩ። ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ የተሻለ 45 ደቂቃ ይሆናል፣ ግቦች ይቆጠሩበታል ወይስ የምንለውን የሚለውን በሱፐር ስፖርት በቀጥታ የምንመለከትበት ይሆናል። ከባልደረባዬ መኮንን ኃይሉ ጋር በመሆን የተወሰኑ ነጥቦችን እንመለከታለን። የሰባት ሰዓቱ ጨዋታ ተመልካች አልነበረበትም። አሁን ተመልካች አለ። ቢያንስ የተወሰነ ስሜት አለው ስቴዲየም ውስጥ ያለው ጨዋታ።
ምንም ጥያቄ የለውም። ብዙዎቹ ደግሞ የመቻል ደጋፊ እንደሆኑ እያየን ነው። የመቻል የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ላይ ብዙ ድምፅ እያወጡ ስንሰማቸው ነበርና መቻል ብዙ ደጋፊዎችን ያገኘ ይመስላል። በስም ለውጡ ምክንያት ወይንስ ሌላ የሚለውን
የባለፈው አመት ተጓዥ የመቻል ደጋፊዎች ባንድ ግን ዛሬ ሚስ ከተደረጉ ነገሮች መሀል ሜዳ ውስጥ እሱ ነው።
ዛሬ የሉም። ያው የጨዋታው እንቅስቃሴም ትንሽ ቀዝቀዝ ያለ ሆኖ አልፏል። ቅድም እንዳነሳው በተለይ ሶስተኛ ሜዳ ክፍል ላይ የሚገኙ ድሎችን መጠቀም የሁለቱም ቡድኖች ትልቅ ክፍተት ነበረ። በእርግጥ ጨዋታውን በመቆጣጠር ደረጃ መቻል በተሻለ ሁኔታ ኳሱን ተቆጣጥሮታል። ነገር ግን በተቆጣጠሩት ልክ ድሎችን መፍጠርና ጎሎችን ማስቆጠር አልቻሉም። የሚገኙ የመልሶ ማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ በፈጣን ሽግግር የሚደረጉ ከመከላከል ወደ ማጥቃት በተለይ ያሉ አጋጣሚዎችን በሚገባ መጠቀም አልቻሉም። ተጫዋቾች ትክክለኛ ቦታና ፖዚሽን ላይ ያለመገኘታቸውም ጭምር ኳሶችን እንዳያስቆጥሩ አድርጓቸዋል። እንግዲህ አዳዲስ ፈራሚዎች ናቸው ብዙዎቹ በመቻል በኩል ግን እስካሁን ድረስ ተጽዕኖ መፍጠር የቻለ ተጫዋች አልነበረም። የባለፈው ዓመት ሻምፒዮን ከናን ማርክነህ ቀዝቃዛ 45 ደቂቃ ነው ያሳለፈው። ከግራ መስመር እየተነሳ የነበረው በረከት ደስታም እንደዚሁ ምናልባት ሁለተኛውን አጋማሽ ላይጀምር ይችላል የሚል እምነት አለኝ። በተለይ ኳስ የሚቆጣጠርበት መንገድ በራስ መተማመኑ አብሮት ያለ አይመስልም እና ምናልባት በመቻል በኩል ለውጦች የሚደረጉ ይመስለኛል። ሁለተኛው አጋማሽ ላይ አሰልጣኝ ፋሲል ተካልኝ ያለውን ሁሉ አሟጦ ተጠቅሞ ጨዋታውን ለማሸነፍ የሚጫወት ይመስለኛል። አሰልጣኝ ያሬድ ገመቹ ጥሩ ቡድን ነው ይዘው የቀረቡት። በነገራችን ላይ መከላከል ላይ በተለይ ቡድኑ ከኳስ ውጭ በሚሆንበት ጊዜ በጣም ጥሩ የጨዋታ 45 ደቂቃ አሳልፈዋል። ተከላካዮቹ በጣም ንቁ ነበሩ። እያንዳንዱን የመከላከያ የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ የመቻልን የማጥቃት እንቅስቃሴ ይከታተላሉ። ሳጥን አካባቢ ብዙ ስፔስ ላለመስጠት ሞክረዋል። ስለዚህ ጥሩ 45 ደቂቃ ነው ያሳልፉት። በማጥቃቱ ረገድ ግን መሻሻሎች ያስፈልጋቸዋል። በሀዲያ ሆሳዕና በኩል
ከዳኝነት ጋር የተገናኙ ጉዳዮችን እንመልከት። በስምንቱ ጨዋታዎች ባለፈው ዓመት የነበረው የአራተኛና አምስተኛ ዳኞች ከጎል ጀርባ ያሉ ዳኞች አሁን የሉም።
አምስተኛና ስድስተኛ
አራተኛውን ከቆጠርከው ከሜዳ ውጭ ያለውን እነዛ ግን በቀጥታ በሶስት ነገሮች ላይ የሚሳተፉ ናቸው። ፍጹም ቅጣት ምት ጋር በተገናኘ የማዕዘን ኳስ፣ ከዛ ውጭ ደግሞ ዋናው ኳስ ከመስመር አልፏል ወይስ አላለፈም የሚለው እነዚህ በቴክኖሎጂ የሚመለሱ ጉዳዮች በእነሱ ነበር የሚሰሩት።
አሁን ግን የሉም ላይ ግብ ጠባቂዎች መስመሩን አልፈዋል አላለፉም የሚለውን
በትክክል እሱንም ይመለከታሉ። የአራተኛ ዳኞች ስራ በጣም ከፍተኛ ሆኗል። በዚህም ጨዋታ ለሚ ንጉሴ እንዲሁም ደግሞ ኢንተርናሽናል አልቢትር በአምላክ ተሰማ ሁለቱም ኢንተርናሽናሎች ናቸው የነበራቸው መናበብ ያንን ለመተካት አራተኛ ዳኞች ወሳኝ እንደሆኑ የሚያሳይ ነበር።
ዛሬ በአምላክ ስራ የበዛበት ይመስለኛል። በተለይ አብዛኛው የጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴ ልክ እንደ መሀል ዳኛው ለሚ ንጉሴ እዚህ ልክ እንደ አሰልጣኞች ቆሞ ነው ያሳለፈው። ቅድም እንዳልከው የመሀል ዳኛውን ውሳኔ የሚፈልጉ ነገር ግን በሱ እይታ ውስጥ ያልነበሩ በርካታ ውሳኔዎችን አስቀይሮ በአምላክ ተሰማ ኢንተርናሽናል በአምላክ ተሰማ ውሳኔዎችን ሲያሳልፍ ተመልክተናል። እንግዲህ አራተኛ ዳኞች በእንደዚህ አይነት የዳኝነት ውሳኔ ላይ የሚሳተፉ ከሆነ በተለይ ከመሀል ዳኛው እይታ ከመስመር ዳኞቹ እይታ ውጭ የሆኑትን አራተኛ ዳኛው በቅርበት መመልከት የሚችል ከሆነ በጨዋታው ሊከሰቱ የሚችሉ የዳኝነት ስህተቶችን መቀነስ የሚቻልበት እድል ያለ
ተንቀሳቃሽ ቫሩን ያገለግላሉ ማለት ነው ከሜዳ ውጭ። ክቡራን ተመልካቾቻችን የመጀመሪያው ዙር ስምንተኛ ጨዋታ የመጨረሻው 45 ደቂቃ ከፊት ለፊታችን ይገኛል። መቻል ወይስ ሀዲያ ሆሳዕና? ሶስቱን ነጥብ ማን ይወስዳል? ማን ጎል ያስቆጥራል? ሁለተኛው 45 ደቂቃ በነፋሻማው የባህር ዳር ዓለም አቀፍ ስቴዲየም ምን ይዞ ይመጣል? በሱፐር ስፖርት ያላችሁበት እንድትመለከቱ የአክብሮት ግብዣችን ወደ እናንተ ይድረስ። መልካም ጨዋታ ይሁንላችሁ።
It's the Big Max masterpiece. with AC Milan versus Juventus.
We are witnessing something so special. Up steps Vlahovic. Here's a chance for Billy. Stunner. What a beauty. The goal to bring the house down.
It's modern art, Serie A, live and in HD. Only on Supersport on DSTV.
What's the Carabao? It's 92 Premier League and EFL teams battling it out over 7 rounds. It's more pressure for them, glory for us, even though all knockout roads lead to Wembley for the final. The Carabao Cup, definitely a different kind of knockout. Experience all the action live on Supersport, your world of champions.
You just can't escape him. The Dan Nichols Show, every Thursday at 8, only on Supersport.
BrightRock, life insurance that changes as your life changes.
Welcome you back to the Bahia Dar University International Stadium, where Mechal Sports Club and Hadiya Hossana played to a goalless situation at half-time. Not that there weren't opportunities for both sides, there certainly were, but nothing to write home about as far as goals are concerned. As we get underway for the second half of this encounter, a bit of cloud cover coming over the stadium now, which should make it a little more comfortable for the players. Pretty warm in the middle of the afternoon in Bahia Dar. Bit of an intervention needed earlier on from goalkeeper Pepe from Hadiya Hossana. It is Mechal Sports Club in the green and red who defend the northern end of the Bahia Dar Stadium. Hadiya Hossana playing in the red and white with the blue stockings. There has been opportunity for both sides. There have been chances, there have been creativity, there have been firm defenses as well from both sides, hence the goalless situation that we find ourselves in at the moment. Final 45 minutes of the opening round of the Bet King Ethiopian Premier League. 22 goals scored so far. St. George, understandably, and once again at the top of the table, 30 times league winners. Mechal Sports Club in its various names, the Defence Force Club, also going under the name of Mechal, but now Mechal Sports Club. Hadiya looking for a bright start to the second half here, playing away from home. And they beat Mechal Sports Club by 2-0 in this campaign in the previous season. First season for both of these sides after the promotion from the first division. Opportunity for Deshome, knocked away from the danger zone by Hadiya. The danger's not over yet. Fitsum straight into the Hadiya defender for a corner. Now down the other side of the pitch, the referee getting some game time here, Negusi, because there's an injury to one of the Hadiya players, and there's some of the bench players doing a warm-up. I see the number 28 there of Beza Mekhdin. This is Bai who's gone down. Gezahen Bai, to see if he's got a little bit of cramp on the right calf. And the medical staff are on for Hadiya Hossana. Yeah, just maybe a little clip from behind as well by the very impressive Ghanaian. Added to the woes of the Hadiya striker. It's limping a little bit awkwardly, but looks as if he's going to be okay to continue. In the meantime, it's a corner for Mechal Sports, who've taken 47 minutes, nearly 48 minutes to earn their first corner kick of the match. Players arriving in there late. Little thrust in there from not only the captain, but from Thomas as well. It's a good take from Pepe. Gets man and ball at the same time. He might have been caught in the face by the Mechal Sports play in that penalty area. Mentesin not coming across to take a closer look. Not sure if it was Mentesin. I know it wasn't. That fell across the goalkeeper Pepe. Came out in a melee of players, went down. In fact, it's Thomas who pulled his legs out of the way, to be honest. It's never pleasant to be caught in the face by the boot of an opponent. Referee having a chat over his microphone to his assistant referees. And in some instances, the fourth official will be mic'd up as well as the match commissioner or the referee's assessor. Fans enjoying a Monday afternoon of football at the stadium here in Bahida. Just like everywhere else in the world, I suppose, particularly on the African continent, the match is coming thick and fast because of the intervention of the FIFA World Cup finals that aren't taking place in the off-season break that normally takes place in June and July. And that's because of the warm conditions in Qatar. It's going to be very interesting to see the technology that has been brought into play in Qatar. This is good play by Hadiya. Needs a good finish as well at the far post. If it been a left leg for Iyasu in the way instead of the attempted right leg, there might have been a different result. He's waiting patiently on the back of the penalty area. Slips the defense of Ahmed. Just look at that. Just goes away from Ahmed and uses the wrong leg, in my opinion. Where's the left leg? It'll tuck into the near post. Great opportunity for Hadiya. Did all the right things. The cross was a purposeful one. The attacker had pulled away from behind the right-sided fullback, Ahmed. But the final touch wasn't good. Yasu again. Good block in the middle of the park by Ghanaian. Now there's an opportunity for the turnover by Fitsum. It's going to be too easy for Pepe. And again, Mechal Sports continue to be a little wasteful with their box entries, with the final touch, the final pass, the final third. Not quite sure that Ahmed was anticipating that return pass from Thomas. They've got themselves in a little trouble here, Mechal Sport. They might be able to get away with it, but no. The pressure's going to come from the middle of the park here. Great chance for the visiting side. And then on the overlap play, it's not read by the player in the center of the park. And that's a real opportunity by Hadiya missed. That's twice in the second half that the visiting sides had a chance to break the deadlock. Player looping around, orchestrating the pass as we have a look at this foul committed by Fitsum on Germa Bekele. What a great opportunity that was just a moment ago for the visiting side, Hadiya. Oh, that's a foot up in the face of the midfielder, Ghanaian. Much tighter defense from Mechal Sports during the second half of this encounter. Talking about defense, Hadiya Hossana have been very impressive the way they've closed down space, the way that when the receiving player gets the ball, there's not a lot of space for him to work in, and even using the touchline and the goal line as an additional defender, just to make sure how organized they are. I like the way Hadiya Hossana are playing their football. There's enterprise up front, there's organization at the back, and there's some good football intelligence that's happening. That's a foul that's committed by on the number 8, Kenyan, by Samson. So waiting for a decent delivery here. The players in the penalty area, no doubt Thomas is up there. Desinot will be there as well. The defense right on the edge of their 18-yard box, and the referee saying, we don't want any trouble in there, please. Mr. Goma Mechal, you're already on a yellow card. Don't forget. So the delivery's made, and aerial ball will provide a second opportunity. No, says the referee, there's an offside against Mechal Sports. Big men in Thomas and Desinot heading back towards their own penalty area. See the number 8 in the middle of the park there. Kenyan looks as if he's recovered from that foot he took in his left shoulder by Biruk. David beaten to the ball. David trying to wrest the ball away from Hadiya. Eventually it's picked up by Teshome. Suddenly pops up on the left-hand side. He's been mostly down the right for Mechal Sports today. Berakat to Teshome. It's a much better ball. And the final ball again towards Berakat. Doesn't have the same quality. Here's Berakat with the second opportunity. Ball knocked away from the danger zone by Frieza. Much more purposeful here from Mechal suddenly. Behailu goes back to David, and David's closed down. Now Hadiya looking for that opportunist effort, which seemed hardly likely to beat a goalkeeper of the quality of Tekla Marian. That's good play here. Baminilu almost caught the defender. A little nappy. Space for Berakat. Palpable disappointment. Had a rip at it. Did the winger. Fans are left wondering just where the goal's going to come from with that sort of display. An opportunity for Hadiya Hossana to provide something of an attack. Once again with the Biranu. Fikroasis adding his way to the challenge. Look at how many jerseys are behind the ball in the green and red. Thomas way outside of his penalty area. Lovely sliding run. Look for the second opportunity. Players diving into challenges. That could be a big problem for Mechal Sports. I think they're going to get away with it this time. Even Berakat back defending. They'll win the throw-in, and the fans, as well as the coach, will appreciate the focus from Mechal Sports defensively. Way by Thomas. Back from Biruk. Right-sided fullback seems to have a little bit of a problem, but there's no issue because the ball's down the left-hand side anyway with David.
ለቀለብ ብላ ወሰደችኝ። ለቀለብ ማለት እሱ የሚሰጣት ለአንድ ልጅ ነበር የሚሰጣት። እኔ ደግሞ ሴት ለሶስታችን ግዴታ ይረዳል። እሷ ጋር ሲሄድ
Belashu looking for Pitsum.
ልጆች
Plays forward once
መምጣት
again here.
በቃ ያለምንም ነገር ነው እኔ አማመኝ
Good save, Pepe.
ስለምንይባት ነው አዲስ አበባ
ችግር እንድታገኝ
That was brilliant. The defense just for once was standing off. He was falling over as he took the shot. It's really well orchestrated by Minilu.
እንዴት ለምንድነው እናትነት ማጥዋት አለ ልጅ መንከባከብ አለ በጣም ብዙ ጥረት ይፈልጋል እንዴት ተለማመድሽው ከጎንሽ ደግሞ ሰው የለም በጣም ብዙ የእናትነት ኃላፊነቶች አሉና እንዴት ቻልሽው
ሴት ልጅ ሆኖ ደግሞ በረንዳ ላይ ማደር በጣም ከባድ ነው ለዛ ስማርት ጋር ለዛው ተከሰተ ሳልፈልገው
Thomas having to stretch himself again. It's good play by the big fella.
ሴቶች አሉ እንዳንቺ
Well, that's a foul.
ወንድሞችሽ
Perpetrated by Yasu.
ይበትን ማቋቋሚያ የሚሆን ነገር
He's allowing play to continue here.
የትምህርት እንደዛ ሹፍርና ገባ መኪና ተገለበጠ ሰው ሞተ ከዛ ጧት ላይ ስራ አስከተለኝ ተልጄ ጎረቤት ናቸው የደረሱልኝ እዛ ምናምንተኛው እዛ በስተኛ በቃ አባቴን ምናምን እና የልጅ እዛ ሆስፒታሎች ናቸው ከዛ ቤትን አሰባስበው ምናምን ለልጅ ልብስ ገዝተው ለእኔ ምናምን አድርጉ በቃ ሰራተኛ ይዘሻት ከዛ በኋላ
እኛ ደግሞ
heading up towards an hour of football in this match number 8 of round 1 of the Ethiopian Premier League. It's been an entertaining weekend so far.
አሁን ያለሽበት እድሜ ራሱ በጣም
Are we going to see the match ending goals here and provide a little flourish towards this Monday afternoon? So an hour of football play, no goals here between Mechal Sports Club and Hadiya Hossana.
ሞተም ጨምሯል ከዚሁ ጋር ናዎቻችንን ነው የሀገር ውስጥ ዋና
Both matches last season ended up in results, both away from home victories. If that's any indication, then it's an indication that Hadiya Hossana will show purpose towards the final whistle. Frustration for coach Yared Gameshu. That's a bit of an industrial challenge from Berakat. Fikresis not seeing the funny side of it at all. He's back on his feet though. He's the Hadiya Hossana number 10 and he'll position himself near the edge of the penalty area to cause problems. No doubt at all. So free kick for Hadiya. Yeah, it hasn't been kept in play, or has it? The referee's flag, assistant referee's flag, stayed down on the far side. It might have just been nipped in play as there was a lot of pressure on Thomas and Tessinot on that occasion. They managed to survive rather nicely, though. Ball away by Belailu. Oh, it's a lovely ball as well. If Deshome can keep this in play, there might be options available for Mechal Sports, and he does create the option. Looking to sneak that inside. That right-hand upright of the Pepe goal. Didn't appear as if there was too much other in the way of option. With him having outstripped his attack with a little charge down the touchline to Deshome. Fell on Bayailu. Free kick to Mechal Sport. Both sides playing uncompromising here. Neither side able to break through the other. Looking for options, and suddenly the little dart through the middle of the park, looking for better cut. Nicely cut out, though, by Frieza and Goma. Back in defense is David. Tessinot, David. Starting to use the long ball a little bit more frequently on Mechal Sports. Kept his patience very nicely on that occasion, did Bailu. Unfortunately, his fellow midfielder, Kenian, has taken a knock in the process, and I think for that matter, so has Henok. Oh, that's a bit of a rough challenge. I wouldn't be surprised if the referee brought out a card for that one. Coming from behind, and it's shoulder height to the Mechal Sports midfielder. It's Biranu who committed the foul. Referee says that the medical staff on the touchline are not required. I like the way he's officiating today, Mr. Demian Gussi. Kenean is back on his feet. I'm not sure that Biranu is going to follow. Maybe it's a bit of a sympathy vote here for Biranu. The beautiful game, wherever you watch it around the world. So with both sides down to 10 players due to injury, we'll continue here in Baheda. Easy take for Pepe. Making sure that he doesn't have anybody lurking in dangerous positions behind him in the penalty area. 20 minutes played in the second half. No score yet between Mechal Sport and Hadiya Hossana. Thomas will clear. Better cut into the midfield. Again, the ball not able to reach Minilu. Nice counter-attack from Hadiya as well. This is Kenean. Switch with David. Swept away by Behalu. Behalu again. Nice little tickle in there from Pitsum. And now there's a chance for Teshome to show what he's capable of off the left-hand side. Certainly hasn't been much of an improvement from the final ball from Mechal Sports. Is it going to be their undoing as far as this match is concerned? I'd say that defensively, Mechal Sports are doing okay because, unlike in the first half, Hadiya Hossana haven't had the amount of opportunity that they created during the first half. Becoming a little physical out there, and match referee, I think, Mr. Ngusi, well capable of controlling matters. Just about at the halfway stage of the second half, still no goals in this final match of the weekend. David's done a good job out on the left fullback position. 28 fouls over the course of an hour, that's not too bad. David again. Not a great first touch from Fitsum, but they get the benefit of it. Kenean. Opportunity for Ahmed, and now Barakat. He's trying to dribble through two players. That was never going to work. And he had options with Ahmed and the angle that Ahmed could have created towards the penalty area. Easily cut out by Birano for Hadiya Hossana. Plenty of enterprise, plenty of ideas. Not much in the way of quality as far as finishing is concerned. And neither Teclamarian or Pepe been called into action enough, in my opinion. Pepe did make that one lovely save off Minyilu in the second half. But other than that, not a great deal to report on, I'm afraid. Going to be very interesting to see how these two sides develop over the season. Berakat anticipating the ball coming one way, it went the other. Now he's kept it in play as well, but he doesn't keep his footing. And that's a bit careless from the fullback. Henok, the captain of Hadiya Hossana, giving possession away. It's a good challenge on Ahmed. Berakat. Now, there's a little bit of space available here for something inventive. It doesn't come from David. Berakat. Starting to get more numbers into the penalty area. Berakat again. Fitsum. Scrambled away by Germa. The chance. Fitsum again, looking for Berakat. Inside and out, loses his footing once again. Rather easy bit of defending from Henok. Free kick against Behailu, who argues the point with Mr. Ngusi. Not in too much hurry to take the set piece either, Hadiya Hossana. The draw will leave these two teams mid-table, is the same position in which they finished in the previous campaign, but it is a launching pad. 1 point is better than nothing. There have been a couple of teams that have failed to pick up a point so far this weekend, the opening week of the league campaign. Offside against Mechal Sport. Now we are going to have a change. Yeah, that's clearly offside. So one of the new signings, Salisa Samuel, is going to come on. Salisa Samuel on for Berakat. You're going to see change of personnel for Hadiya Hossana as well. Looks like it's 6 for 8. Shana Melese comes on for Jilahu Samson. Samuel Saliso was signed from Sabeta Kanema during the off-season. He's a striker. Maybe looking to make his mark here. That's the save that is pulled off by Pepe a few moments ago. Really was a top save. The better opportunities as far as the shots on target are concerned certainly have come from Mechal Sport. But the shots have come from the edge of the penalty area rather than box entries. Strong challenge from Kenyan. Foul, says the referee. Welcome to the match, Mr. Malese. It's a nice intervention from Mechal Sports Club. It's going to be interesting to see what role Salisa Samuel plays, because you've really got Minilu and Tashome wide, and maybe he'll play the wide role. In fact, he's playing down the right-hand side. Is Samson. Beg your pardon, Samuel. Frustration for both coaches at the moment. The 90-minute competitive legs will be developed by the players over the next couple of weeks as well. Never easy at the beginning of the season. Now, Samuel has an opportunity. His first touch was a little too strong for Minilu. There's a Hadiya Hossana player who's been left stranded on the pitch. The referee wants play to stop. It's Girma, central defender. I'm not sure what the problem for Girma is. He was in the foreground, and it didn't seem as if there was any contact made by the Mechal Sports Club players who were foraging towards the penalty area, but clearly he's injured himself, and maybe he just dug his arm into the pitch and it shot through the elbow area. Bench players for Mechal Sports Club, including Berakat, the left winger, who had a rather nice match. Sometimes his first touch let him down, sometimes his vision and his exact positioning might have let him down as well. Play back underway. Another 14 minutes to play. We've had just over half an hour then in Bahia Dar. No goals between these two sides. There might have been if it hadn't been for the goalkeeping exploits of Pepe. All a little behind Ahmed. Samuel calling for it. Nice little angle for Samuel. Good touch in there as well from Kenyan. Samuel with a delivery in the area. Nobody attacking the ball from the midfield. The players had moved forward more into the penalty area. And offside against the Mechal Sport substitute. 5 times they've been caught offside in the match, Mechal Sport. Haven't been too many attacks from Hadiya Hossana in the last little while. They'll have a chance to attack now with that foul from Thomas, claiming his innocence once again. Always mountaineering there without any doubt whatsoever.
ሜዳ ውስጥ በሚገባ የአሰልጣኛቸውን ትዕዛዝ እየተገበሩ እንደሚገኝ ማንሳት እንችላለን። አሪፍ አጋጣሚ ነው። 18 ቁጥር ሜዳ ላይ ደረጃ ከተመለከትን ደቃቃ ነው። ነገር ግን ሜዳውን ሞልቶ እጅግ በጣም የጎላ ሚና እየተጫወቱ ከሚገኙ ተጫዋቾች መካከል አንዋር አህመድ አንዱ ነው። የኢትዮ ኤሌክትሪክ ወጣት ቡድን ተጫዋች ናት። አንዋር አህመድ ኢትዮጵያ ብሔራዊ ቡድን እዚህ ጨዋታ ላይ የተሻለ ነጥብ ማስመዝገብ የግዴታ ያስፈልጋል። የመጀመሪያ ጨዋታዎችን ማሸነፍ ደግሞ በጣም ወሳኝ ነው። በዚህ ምድብ ላይ ቀጣይ ከጫና ለመላቀቅ የተሻለ ነገር ለማድረግም የግድ ነጥብ መያዝ ይጠበቅበታል። የሚከላከሉበት መንገድ በጣም ድንቅ ነው። ለአንድ ኳስ ሁለት ተጫዋች አንድ ላይ እንዴት እንደተፋለሙ ቀደም ሲል የተመለከትነውና የሶማሊያ ተጫዋቾች ጥንቃቄያቸው ቢኒያም ዶርዜ ወደፊት አምርቷል። 18 አልተሰራም፣ ምንም ጥፋት አልተሰራም በማለት የእጅ ኳስ እንዲሆን አዘዋል። ቢኒያም ዶርዜ በጣም አሪፍ አጋጣሚ ነበር ያገኘው፣ ነገር ግን
ግሩም ነበር። ወደፊት ከመምራት ይልቅ ወደ ኋላ የቀነሰበት አጋጣሚ የቢኒያም ዶርዜ ምርጥ እንቅስቃሴ ነበረች። ነገር ግን የሶማሊያ ተከላካዮች ዛሬ የሚቀመሱ አይደለም። የተደራጀ የመከላከል አቅማቸው ውጤታማ ሊያደርጋቸው ይችላል። ምናልባትም 11ዱም የሶማሊያ ተጫዋቾች በራሳቸው የግብ ክልል ጥልቅ
Hadiya Hossana centre back who runs away from bring on to Mechal penalty area. There was a bit of an anxious moment, I thought, for Mechal Sport. Not only from the free kick, but from the resulting corner as well. Haven't seen too much of Tige, to be honest. That's a foul on Fitzel.
So one Biranu on for another. Temesgen with an opportunity to play for the final 10 minutes or so. If you take second half stoppage time into consideration, and Tige was playing as an attacker, so maybe Temesgen will play in a similar role. He is more of a midfielder. Maybe he'll play that attacking midfield role. In the meantime, forward here, but Kanian, still a chance. Samuel the substitute. Opts for the dink, arriving on the back post. There's still a chance. The ball still hasn't got out of play yet.
Opportunity for Mechal Sports. Are we going to see something?
That's a penalty.
Before we get to the end of this one, there's still 10 minutes of stoppage time away.
Mechal Sports have an opportunity to go in front.
Well, that's too easy defensively for Hadiya Hossana.
There's always scrappy inside that penalty area. Yeah, his feet have been dragged out from underneath of him. Fitsum, finally, there's a chance for the home side to score their first ever goal against Hadiya Hossana in a home match.
There's no way through for the attacking players from either side. The defenses are doing rather nicely here.
Instructions. You may move along your line, you may not move off it.
Another missed chance for the visiting side.
I will make the call if I need to. With the assistance of his assistant referee,
picking across the opposition penalty area.
He has
player just half a yard
Samuel
short,
and Leolam Wasihun in support.
Thomas
Now
goes
it's
back
going
to
to be
Marian.
Minilu.
To show
a couple of opportunities from broken play throughout the course
of
the match. With 7 minutes remaining. Can Mechal Sports break the deadlock? The tall man is Pepe. He's made some good saves so far.
Not going to allow that to be.
Minilu! Oh, there was a hand on it from Pepe, but it finds the back of the net, and Mechal Sports find the front
substitution
of this match.
So the visiting side
celebrations all around in the camp of Mechal Sports Club as they score for the first time against Hadiya Hossana in a home encounter.
Come on in the place of Tige.
It was a close run thing as well.
Too much of Tige, to be honest.
Minilu with a penalty.
So one
went to the right-hand side of Pepe, gets the right way as well, did the big keeper. Got a bit of a touch on it, but
for the
not
final
enough.
10 minutes or so, if you take second half stoppage time into consideration. And Tige was playing as an attacker, so maybe Temesgen will play in a
celebrations 80 yards down the pitch from Tekla Marian.
Midfielder. Maybe he'll play that attacking midfield.
Goal coming at an important part of the match.
Forward here, but Kanian. Still a chance. Samuel the substitute.
From Minilu.
Opts for the dink. Arriving on the back post. There's still a chance.
There's only 6 minutes remaining in stoppage time. Mechal Sports Club lead by a goal to nil.
Oh, that's a penalty. Fitson brought down. Mechal Sports have an
opportunity to equalise almost immediately from Hadiya. We've got to focus in defence here. Clip away by Ahmed.
Inside that penalty area.
But Hadiya are purposeful.
Yeah,
it's a foul surely on the
down from underneath of him. Fitsum, finally, there's a chance
we
for
could
the
have
home side.
A grandstand finish
score their first ever goal
to what has been an entertaining match so far. And finally, we do get a goal. Goal number 23 of the weekend.
Referee making sure that Pepe understands the instructions.
It's about 5 minutes remaining in stoppage time.
I will make the call if I need to. With the assistance of his assistant referee, Mr. Nigusi.
Marion will be happy to see the ball disappear over the halfway line. If that ball goes out of play, it's a throw in to Hadiya. Fitzum, the man who was brought down in the Hadiya penalty area. A little scramble just to the right hand upright of Pepe's goal. Eventually
of the match with 7
leading
minutes
to the
remaining.
penalty converted by
Mechal
Menilu.
Sports break the deadlock. The tall man is
Samuel,
Pepe.
it's a lovely
Makes
ball
good
from
save
Samuel.
So far.
Oh, and a miscue from
Keeper!
keeper. Big trouble for
Finds the
Pepe.
back of the net. And
Now,
Mechal
what colour is
Sports
this going to be?
find the
I think he's
front
lucky.
of the
I don't
match.
think it was a dog so.
Celebrations all around in the camp of Mechal Sports Club.
Goal scoring
They
opportunity.
score for the first time against Hadiya Hossana in a home encounter.
To show me the man who was
It's a close
brought
run
down.
thing as well. Menilu with a penalty. Went to the right-hand side of Pepe. Gets the right way as well.
Pepe
did the
picks
big
up a
keeper.
yellow card for his
Got a bit of a
intervention. Was
touch
a
on it,
very,
but not
very
enough.
crucial one as well. Let's have a look at this now. Was it a clear
Yeah,
goal
there
scoring
might have been
opportunity? Well, the referee
the
would have
hand that
taken
was
into
in the air.
consideration the player just on the near side of your picture,
Celebrations
bursting his
80
way into
yards
the
down the
penalty
pitch
area.
from Tekla
And
Marian.
if the Shomi had gone past Pepe, would he have been
Goal
able to
coming in
slot
an
the ball into
important
the back of
part
the
of the
net? And
match.
that's the benefit of the doubt, I think, that's Mr.
Penalty
Nikusi has
from
given
Menilu.
to Hadiya Hossana on another day.
With only 6
that
minutes
might
remaining
very
in
well have
stoppage
been
time. Mechal Sports Club lead by
denying
a goal to nil.
a clear goal scoring opportunity.
Opportunity to equalise almost immediately from Hadiya. Got a focus in defence here.
Whatever the case is going to
Flipped
be,
away by
it's a free
Ahmed.
kick to Mechal
But
Sports
Hadiya
Club.
are
They lead by a goal to
purposeful.
nil.
That's a foul surely on
How
the
close was that to being a
we
massive
could have
problem
a
for Pepe?
grandstand finish.
Turned out at the end of the day that
To
he
what
got
has
the
been
benefit
an
of the
entertaining match
darts.
so far. And finally, we do get a goal.
Referee, no
Goal number
doubt, in
23 of the weekend.
conversation, they all wear those headsets. And in conversation is
It's about
Mr.
5 minutes remaining in
Nikusi
stoppage time.
with his two assistant referees and the fourth official as well. And no doubt there was that little call between them. They all had these little words that they use. Is it play on
Tekla Marian
or
will be
stop?
happy
And
to
if
see
it
the
is
ball
stop, then
disappear over the halfway
it's,
line. If that ball goes
the
out of play,
call.
throw in
And
to
they've got to
Hadiya.
keep it as short as possible. But it's
It's from the
fabulous.
man who was brought down in
Technologies
the
these days. No
near
VAR
penalty
in
area.
the BetKing Ethiopian Premier League.
Scramble just to the
I think
right
at
hand upright
the
of
end of the
Pepe's
day,
goal.
probably the right call
Eventually
that's been made by Mr.
leading
Nikusi.
to the penalty converted
There'll be
by
some arguments
Menilu.
from the Mechal Sports Club spokespeople and the players alike.
Samuel,
But it
it's
is
a
an
lovely
opportunity
ball from
still from
Samuel.
a free kick.
Oh, and a miscue
for the,
first of all.
defence
Keeper,
force team.
keeper. Big trouble for Pepe. Oh, what colour is
They
this
lead
going
by
to
a
be?
goal to nil.
Ooh, I
Only
think
2
he's
minutes
lucky.
remaining
I don't
in
think
regulation time.
it was a dog so. A direct opportunity,
Referee
goal scoring opportunity.
Vigilant to anything's coming from there. An easy save for Pepe.
Show
Straight
me the man
into
who was brought
his
down.
midriff. Once again by Fitzum. Time is really running out
Pepe
here
picks up a
for
yellow
Hadiya
card for
Hossana.
his intervention. Was a very, very crucial one as well.
That's
Have
no
a look at
foul,
this
says
now.
the
Was it a
referee.
clear
It's
goal
kept up
scoring
his play rather
opportunity?
nicely,
Well,
Mr.
the
Nikusi.
referee would have taken into consideration the player
do you think
just
he's
on
had
the
a good
near
match
side of your
today?
picture, bursting his way into the penalty area. And
Always
if
likely
the
to be
Shomi
some
had gone
criticism
past
one
Pepe,
way
would he have
or the other,
been
but
able to
in
slot the ball into the back of the net? And that's the benefit of the doubt, I think, that's Mr. Nikusi has given to Hadiya Hossana. On another day, that might very well have been denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Or whatever the case is going to be, it's a free kick to Mechal Sports Club. They lead by a goal to nil. How close was that to being a massive problem for Pepe? Turned out at the end of the day that he got the benefit of the darts. Referee, no doubt in conversation, they all wear those headsets. And in conversation is Mr. Nikusi with his two assistant referees and the fourth official as well. And no doubt there was that little call between them. They all have these little words that they use. Is it play on or stop? And if it is stop, then what's the call? And they've got to keep it as short as possible. But it's fabulous, the technologies these days. No VAR in the BetKing Ethiopian Premier League. But I think at the end of the day, probably the right call that's been made by Mr. Nikusi. Sure, there'll be some arguments from the Mechal Sports Club spokespeople and the players alike, but it is an opportunity still from a free kick for the Defence Force team. They lead by a goal to nil. Only 2 minutes remaining in regulation time. Referee vigilant to anything's coming from there. An easy save for Pepe. Straight into his midriff. Once again by Pitsum. Time is really running out here for Hadiya Hossana. That's no foul, says the referee. He's kept up with play rather nicely, Mr. Nigusi. I really do think he's had a good match today. Always likely to be some criticism one way or the other, but in general, I think he's done nicely. Ball scooped away by Frieza for Hadiya Hossana. Little dink forward. Can they hold the ball up enough here? They've done brilliantly well, and the ball cuts past the right hand upright. That's a tremendous effort late on for Hadiya Hossana. Look how well they hold the ball up, and then there was no support. He had to take the shot. Let's have a look at this free kick that was taken earlier on. No problem for Pepe from that situation, but really Bay with a great chance for Hadiya Hossana to pull an equalizer. As things stand at the moment, it's going to be Mechal Sports Club who will join St. George, Bahata, Ligatafo and Wolkite, as well as Fazil City on 3 points at the top of the table. Goal difference playing a role in that, and only leading by a goal to nil. Mechal Sports Club will be in, I reckon, 5th position or even 6th. But 3 points is 3 points, and it's great to open your account with the success. It'll be back to the drawing board for Hadiya Hossana. Matches coming up this weekend, both sides playing on Friday as we enter stoppage time at the end of the second half here. Another substitution to be made by Hadiya Hossana. 11 for 14. So Iyasu is going to make way for Lok Ramkal, who's a striker. Final roll of the dice then for coach Yared Gemeshu. Mechal Sports Club on Friday play against Adama City, who lost against Fasil City by 2-1 earlier today. And Hadiya Hossana will play against Sidama Sugar, who led twice in the encounter that they played over the weekend against Dirdawa. Twice Dirdawa came back to equalize. That match ended 2-2. Hadiya Hossana will play their first home match. Confirmation of lock on for Tamiru. 1 minute of stoppage time already elapsed in Bahia Dar. Coming to the end of the opening round of the BetKing Ethiopian Premier League. 4 minutes added on to the end of the second half. So 3 minutes remaining until the analysis can begin of all the 8 matches that have been played over the course of the weekend. 2 on Friday, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday and 2 today. Speculative effort going wide, more of a time-wasting exercise one feels from Mechal Sport. But there's enough time with the correct enterprise for Hadiya Hossana to get back on level terms. Change for Mechal Sports Club as well, as they're going to bring on another substitute, another new player in Disasa Girma. Disasa Girma is going to come on for Teshoma.